Anyway, moving on to the next topic. A very interesting report came out this week, actually, talking about a whistleblower, a nurse from an ICE facility, coming out, basically snitching, saying that, hey, listen, they're forcing the women inside to have hysterectomies done. Now, for those who don't know what a hysterectomy is basically a surgery for a woman to basically remove the whole uterus, either parts of the uterus or the whole uterus altogether. The reason why this is egregious, the reason why this is crazy, the reason why everybody's kind of going insane off of this one thing is because they're forcing these women to take it even though they have no problems. One of the incidents that the whistleblower talked about, that a 16-year-old girl, her medical files were forged, and basically said that she had like 2 cysts on both sides of her ovaries, and she needed a hysterectomy done ASAP. Come to find out, that was a complete lie. There was other ones that they will force them to have hysterectomies done without them even understanding what the procedure was happening to them, because they speak Spanish and the other people were just, obviously they don't know Spanish, so they just forced it, right? So this article comes out, it blows up, not that much, but it blows up. I put it up on my Instagram and everything. I even call it what it is. Listen, this is white supremacy. People go insane. I even bring it up in a live stream or whatever the case is. The thing is, we have to understand that we are people at war. This is something we have to understand. Latin people, black people, we have to understand that we are at war with these white supremacists. These people could literally come into our neighborhoods at any moment and basically just take us away from our kids, away from our family at any time. This is something we have to understand. This is something we have to live with. It's unfortunate, but we do. We do. That's the thing. Because when we start living life thinking like everything's all good, everything's totally fine, nothing's gonna happen to us, that's bullshit. We can't be out here blind, not knowing the system that we live in. The fact that they could come in, literally label us whatever they want, Latinx, when that's not the representation or the whole community should be identifying as. That we should all be identified as Latin. Only a small group of our community should be identifying as Latinx, and we should respect that. We should respect the fact that some of them are wanting to be labeled that, and that's totally fine, and we should definitely respect that, definitely label them that, but not the whole community, because that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? I didn't talk about, I wasn't given this, hey, you want to be Latinx, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't given this choice. You're making the choice for me, so nah, that doesn't work for me. But what I'm saying is, we are a conquered group. We are a conquered group to the point where these people could literally, this system could literally come and relabel us, label us, and do whatever they want. We are puppets in this gray area with no identity. And that's very, very, very dangerous. The fact that now they could take advantage of us and our women and sterilizing them. You guys know that this actually used to happen back during slavery. Same thing used to happen in slavery. Even to this day, female prisoners and male prisoners are forced to be sterilized. Why you think that happens? Because they want to keep the numbers low. You think black people was 13% of the population all the time? No, hell no. You think the last article I read, Latin people are like 18% of the population, which is kind of insane. I didn't think we were that much. You know what I mean? But you think we were just 18% of the population just to be 18% of the population? No! This doesn't come out of nowhere. There's a reason for all of this. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, white people are always like, oh, they're the majority, but there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with those numbers, because you cannot be the majority of something when your numbers are dwindling down and you literally reach and start making everybody else classify as white even though when they're not. For example, let me give you guys an example. For example, you guys know Indians from India. They are considered white. Did you guys know that? Did anybody know that? North Egyptians are considered white. Some people in Africa, of Northern Africa, are considered white. Even though they're jet black as shit, they're considered white. It's insane, isn't it? It's insane. So my whole point is that this is what they're doing to us. And you know, we got some of these little people out here saying, well, racism doesn't exist. You're always blaming the white man. And I'm not blaming the white man. I'm blaming the system called white supremacy. And this is what's happening. They're sterilizing our people. We shouldn't allow that whatsoever. We should not be allowing that. That's something we should be boycotting. That's something that we should be yelling from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny that our communities, you know, coincide with each other with the same trauma. Black folks go through it, then we go through it. We go through it, then they go through it. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. You know why? Because these people see us the same. These people see us the exact same. So when they start sterilizing our women, when they start sterilizing our men, to them, that's, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? To them, they're doing their job of white supremacy. That's Nazism. They used to do the same thing to Jews. They used to do the same thing to Jews. And the reason why, one is because the white numbers are actually low. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're bringing in everybody else. They don't want us to multiply. You know what I'm saying? Have a mathematical, you know, segregation of, you know, people sterilized. So when we can't have kids, now you can mathematically actually predict when our numbers will go down. That's happening to white folks, by the way. That's happening to white folks in record numbers. That's why they're saying in 2042, white folks will literally be a minority, when in reality they already are a minority, but whatever. But this might go into some conspiracy theories, but do you guys know that there's such things as uterus transplants? I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Basically, they do a hysterectomy on a woman, take her uterus out, and transplant it to another person. If you actually look at some of the numbers, you will actually see white women are the majority of the ones who are actually getting this surgery for uterus transplants. This might go into some conspiracy theory. I have my tinfoil sombrero on. I understand. I'm not saying this is the cause. I'm just saying, just to think about it. You know, just put this in your hat for just a second. This might be it. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is 100%. I'm just saying. You know, so I'm not trying to get into this conspiracy theory, but it is what it is. So the thing is that, you know, there's a procedure where it's called you know, a uterus transplant. So I'm just thinking maybe all these what you call it, the thing that they be pulling out, hysterectomies. All these hysterectomies are maybe the reason why, just to feed that that supply that these people need uteruses. These white women need uteruses. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Again, it's just it's just a theory. I'm not saying that it's true. I'm not trying to get all conspiratorial on you guys or whatever the case is. I'm just saying, think about it. Just think about it. I don't know. Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's insane. This is something that we should be, actually knowing. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we should actually be aware of. You know what I mean? But anyway, moving on to my next topic.